Now, Way 31 Storm Tracker meteorologist Grace Anello with 31 Triple Doppler.
Grace Anello has the coolest job in the building right now. It's actually outside the building.
Yeah, a nice night to be out there at Toyota Field. We are definitely not jealous at all.
No, right.
Oh, yeah. Are you ready? You think you're jealous now? How about this? How about that? Real team ball. I'm keeping this one. They don't know that, but I am. All right, the other thing that I want to keep are the temperatures and the conditions. I mean, things could hardly be better here at Toyota Field. We're measuring 84. We're feeling more like the low 80s. The Blue Wahoos are on the field right now taking BP. They're getting ready, and it looks like they're feeling pretty good. However, my money's still on the Trash Pandas. Take a look right now at the Way 31 Skycam network, powered by Thompson Roofing and Construction. Over in Decatur, where it's greater, well, conditions are just as nice. We're looking at blue sky and sunshine, hardly a cloud in the sky at all, and that's indicative of exactly what we're seeing all across the valley. And 31 Triple Doppler at 446 is telling us that we're going to stay that way for the rest of tonight as well. That blue you're seeing, that's feedback from our radars. We call it ground clutter. It is not rain. Measuring feels like temperatures of 86 here in the Rocket City, 81 in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, and 86 in Coleman. Gadsden, you're coming in the warmest at this hour at an even 90 degrees. As we head through the rest of this evening, our temperatures will cool off. Those numbers are a little bit flipped and it's hard to see from the field, but what we're seeing right now is 86 as we head later through this evening and we get to the end of the game. What we'll be feeling is closer to that 80-degree mark. Tomorrow morning when you first wake up, are you ready for this? All of you who have wanted to have that crisp fall morning, well, it's almost on its way. We'll be feeling like the low 60s when you first wake up on your Friday, meaning it's perfect weather to be outside and have that pumpkin spice latte out on the porch. All you need is the medium iced coffee as far as temperature goes, but for caffeine, something tells me I'm still going to be going for the extra large first thing tomorrow. Our high temperature will be sitting in the upper 80s with plenty of sunshine throughout the day on Friday and a really nice breeze, meaning that as soon as you're ready to start your weekend, well, the weekend will be ready for you, at least weather-wise. Saturday and Sunday, we're looking at mostly dry conditions sitting in the mid-80s, feeling like the upper 80s. Saturday afternoon, we could see just a touch of rain in Sand Mountain, but it will be very, very isolated. So the vast majority of us will stay dry throughout the day. And Sand Mountain, you'll even be dry for most of the day. Now, Sunday during the day will be dry, but then overnight, I'm tracking just a touch of rain coming into the forecast. Either way, this is your meteorological green light. Go for it out on the boat this weekend with the family, or even take the kids to the park because conditions could hardly be better. This is our muggy meter. The muggy meter shows us our dew points, which measures the amount of moisture in the air and tells us how muggy and how sticky we'll feel. The last several days, we've been sitting close to that 70-degree mark, which is the oppressive value. However, for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we'll be sitting in the low 60s, which is sitting well into the pleasant category. So not only will we be looking good with the sunshine, we'll also be feeling good. Let's take a trip over to the Atlantic right now, tracking Hurricane Lee, now a Category 4 major hurricane, measuring maximum wind gusts of 130 miles an hour. The system itself is tracking west-northwest towards the U.S. Virgin Islands at about 15 miles an hour. But get this, the system is expected to strengthen even still to a Category 5. Now, this is catastrophic at 160 miles an hour, but the good news is it will still be over the ocean at that point and should not harm any loss of life or loss of property. It's still too far away to tell if this system is going to make it to the mainland U.S. So right now it's something that we're just continuing to keep our eye on. Again, that isolated chance for rain on Saturday afternoon east of the corridor and then again Sunday night, but we'll dry out on Monday. Now our temperatures at that point will be warmer, sitting in the upper 80s, but that's still below average for this time of year. On Tuesday night, I'm tracking a cold front that's moving through that will bring storms into the area last thing on Tuesday and first thing on Wednesday, but then it's going to dry out our conditions and cool them off again into the low 80s for our highs to close out the rest of the work week. So is this the beginning of fall? Well, I think we'll still warm up towards the end of the month for just a little bit before we officially welcome fall into the forecast. But at least for right now, as someone who's hanging out outside, well, the conditions couldn't be better. And I think I'm liking where we're at temperature-wise and as far as the sunshine goes too. Back to you guys in the studio, Dan and Marie.